Hey everybody out there, and welcome to the Lock-On of Fire. This is a puzzle game in the style of a point-and-click game. It is $8.99, 10% off its normal price, and it's an interesting take. Now, I do like the art style, and I do like certain things about it. It is definitely not a game for everyone. The puzzle aspect of it is, well, it's interesting in terms of modern-day puzzlers, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm talking about by going into the details of it by playing a level for you. It's just more interesting more than anything else. Alright, so we're gonna play this level. This was the last level I completed. I think it does a good job of showing everything off in terms of the game and the sort of style that it's got going for it. Alright, so this is Ugg. He was sort of kicked out of his village because he was guarding a fire and he sort of let it go out. He fell asleep during guard duty. No one knows exactly what happened. But now he's on this journey to, and I'm going to bring this over here, to get these little guys. It's not exactly explained what these are. He ate an apple, he had some hallucinations, and now he's got to collect these little guys, which apparently may answer his call for the problem of fire and getting back to his village. The story isn't really explained very well, but I think it's trying to do it more through emotion. There aren't a lot of, sounds in terms of talking or anything. It's all done through facial expressions and music when appropriate. Yeah, there's sounds here and there, but, yeah, a little bit. So, obviously, we need to go pick this guy up, right? Well, these guys get scared, and the big pterodactyl decides that, no, you're not going to do that. So, we got to find a way around it. Well, the first thing you'll notice is that we have these two tribesmen here. And if I go screen over again, there's a third tribesman. So the puzzle aspect being, okay, there's three of the birds there, it makes sense that they probably have something to do with it. Now, when you press spacebar, it will show you what you can click on. And here is, for example, something I can click on. Oh, a berry. Huh. I wonder what that does. Well, I know what it does, but you'll also notice that there are time-based ones like that. And it looks like this guy's a little helper. I'm going to pick up the berry. Yeah, he's reaching up. He got it. Good. And I'll give it to the guy here. And he turns red. So the idea is that you need to interact with your environment and find the ways to sort of progress the story along. Now, the puzzle aspect is ultimately simple when you know exactly what you need to do. It's getting to knowing what you need to do and finding every little element is where fire takes a little bit of a turn. Sometimes it's not so simple to know exactly what's going on. Like knowing that, you need to look for those guys. Okay, I've got 3 of them. Is that going to be enough for what I need? No, it's not. I thought for the longest time, and then all of a sudden, I found this 4th guy right over here. So now, I'm wondering what the red guy does. Oh, he plays music. Interesting. I wonder what that means. Well, I know what it means is that these guys want you to play a specific set of music for them. So this guy wants a sad song. This guy wants sort of a happy, upbeat tempo. And this guy wants a funky beat. Now, let's talk about the visuals for a second. The visuals are definitely what sort of bring this game along in terms of its uniqueness. The fact is, you got the over-expressive facial styles. You got this guy with the gold tooth here. It's definitely a mix of modern versus, the prehistoric. You got, the loincloth, and you got the over-exaggerated hair and things like that. But you got things like with the little gold tooth, sort of brings it back into modern times. The art style works in terms of the emotional portion of it, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about by getting all the berries that I need in order to actually get these guys to do what they need to do. So that's the second berry. Grab that. Feed that to one of them. Alright, I know where the third one is. It's right there. There we go. Simple enough, right? But the 4th one took me a while. And that's where the game puzzle aspect is going to either sort of be your calibration, as I've mentioned before with lock-on. It is either going to be to your advantage, to your disadvantage. The thing is that last one can be hard to find. Now, you'll do everything with the environment to figure out exactly what's going on, but sometimes you need to actually cause something in order to activate it. I know where the fourth one is. It's behind that guy's beak, which, again, it took me a while to realize that. And so while you're trying to find that last one, you'll try every combination of things. And that's usually how the level goes. You're missing one little thing in order to complete it. Now, the puzzles aren't overly complicated, and it's more so trying to find it rather than, being clever with it, like being clever with an item. It's just a matter of finding where that last one is. For some people, that's going to work. For others, they'll feel a little bit, irritated with the way that the game is playing them in terms of the puzzle aspect. It's like, it's not that, I didn't really have to think a lot about it. I just sort of had to throw spaghetti against the wall and hope it stuck. Alright, so this guy wants a funky beat. So I need to play a funky beat. Not a funky beat. Let's see. Okay, definitely. There we go. That seems right. No. All right. He reacts to it. That probably means a good thing. So let's talk to him. And they're getting into it. Again, the expressions and the animation does work. It's not like super high quality, but it's able to do a lot with a little, which I do enjoy. And ooh, he dropped a piece of meat, or he transformed into a piece of meat. That's a little bit weird. And you're probably knowing what I'm going to say in terms of what we're going to use the meat for. These guys look a little bit hungry, don't they? All right, so we got to do that for 2 more guys. And that's basically what the game has to offer. Now, again, not overly complicated puzzles. Not overly emotional puzzles in terms of, like, getting frustrated. But it's sort of character makes up for it. All right, let's see what this guy wants. Oh, he wants a sort of happy song. All right. That's not. Yeah, that second one seems right. Yep, that seems like happy. As you can see with the emotion there. You usually get a clue of exactly what you're trying to do. Now, also note something here is that you will be able to find tokens in each of the 3 areas, and they usually involve you either looking through the bushes or, it hiding behind something that you never would have guessed on. It adds an extra element to it, but doesn't necessarily do anything interesting in terms of gameplay. It's just something to look for. It's a collectible, but honestly, it doesn't really add a lot for me on that portion. All right, let's feed him there. Like the one of the tokens that I had already gotten was right around here, is within that little open area right there. All right, let's do the final one, and then I will kick this off. This will be a short video. I will sort of explain why later on in the week. It's been a long day and a long 24 hours. If anybody's been following Twitter on me, Dragnix mod. Yeah, some desk issues. A little bit of a problem. Anyway, this guy wants a sad beat. Okay. He's pretty sad there. I think that's exactly what we need. There we go. And he melts into a puddle, and of course, that's how interactions go at this point. All right, we're gonna take the meat over there, and we are going to finish this level off. Simple enough. We'll grab the guy now that the birds are away and complete the level. Now, most levels play out like that, and that's where you gotta realize that this is where my conclusion on the game lies. It is going to be either hit or miss with you. If that looked like something that was fun, that is a good microcosm of the game itself. Each level plays out like that, where you try things, and then it works. Now, it's not to the level of Sam & Max or like Maniac Mansion where you're doing some things, ridiculous things. And the thing that bothers me is that there are less options in terms of failure. And what I mean by that is there are not items to click on that do absolutely nothing for you, that they don't actually serve any purpose, which I think could have extended things and could have gotten more interaction and more, fun out of it. Those moments in like Maniac Mansion where you clicked on something that had nothing to do with anything, but gave you sort of a funny or wild clip. Here, it's not so much, and I think the game suffers because of that. But it's a nice little puzzle game for those who really want a laid-back adventure and just want to sort of think things out, but not with it really any stress or really, like, challenging your mind. And so that's where I think the group fits in at this point. Now, for those who really want a challenge, this is not the game for you. For those who want a lot of interaction, this is not for you. Who those who like the art style and just sort of the uniqueness of the game, I think it will be up your alley. And I am enjoying my time with it. It's not something that I can wholly recommend, but I can recommend to certain groups, and hence why this is a lock-on. Alright, this is Dragnix signing out. I hope you guys understand where Fire's strengths and weaknesses are, and I will see you later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a chance, leave some feedback and comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. This is Dragnix signing off, hoping that gaming brings as much fun to you as it does for me.